Howdy, folks. Live from Big Top, Chautauqua, welcome to another episode of Tent Show Radio. I can't believe another year's going around. Is that a Big Top? I see they're lying on the ground. Ballyhoo. Ah, ballyhoo. Funding support for Tent Show Radio is provided by Travel Wisconsin. Smile a little wider with a Wisconsin getaway. Find mouth-watering dining ideas, must-see attractions, and endless accommodations at travelwisconsin.com or on our app for iPhone and Android. And by Norski Nook, a unique gift shop setting offering pies made from scratch, Norwegian and American meals, or just coffee and conversation. NorskiNook.com. And now here's your host of Tent Show Radio, best-selling author, humorist, singer-songwriter, and part-time pig farmer, Michael Perry.
Thank you, Phil, and howdy, Tent Show folks. Oh, it's great to be way up north here under the beautiful blue and pearl gray canvas. This fine, stout tent at the foot of Mount Ashwa Bay, overlooking the ancient waters surrounding the Apostle Islands and just one sailful of breeze away from Chequamegon Bay. The performance you're about to hear is one in a long, long tradition of singing, dancing, and storytelling performed live and in person beneath this beautiful tent. We keep her pitched from June until the autumn moons, and we'd be most grateful if you choose to join us. You'll find a complete schedule at bigtop.org. We hope you join us, and if you do, when the first note rises from the stage, we think you'll understand why patrons and performers alike love to say, Big Top Chautauqua. It's the Carnegie Hall of tent shows. Tonight on Tent Show Radio, we hit the road to bring you music from the Blue Canvas Orchestra, singer-songwriter Katie Dahl, and an abstract existentialist cowboy song from yours truly. Folks, every now and then over the course of the year, we leave the world of genuine canvas for the world of figurative canvas, and we take Tent Show Radio on the road. The playing and singing and hooting and hollering you'll hear tonight was recorded live in beautiful bi-coastal Door County, Wisconsin, specifically the Door Community Auditorium up there in Fish Creek. First off this evening, fiddling and scatting our way into the show, the crew who year after year provide the musical engine for the tent show no matter where we take it, the Blue Canvas Orchestra and Singers.
Boom, Thank you.
Folks, as a writer, I love words, and I love beautiful words, and I love beautiful words beautifully employed. And if you can string those words together over beautiful music, well, then you really got my attention. Our guest this evening is a singer-songwriter who marries words and music with a care and a heart that reflect her love of the land, the lakes, and the people of the upper Midwest, even as she sings all around the world. She's the Door County original. She's the 2010 Big Top Chautauqua Songwriter of the Year. She is our welcome guest this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please do welcome Katie Dahl.
Hi, team. Well, I don't know about you, but I woke up today, and like most days, I began the day getting dressed and wishing I looked more like Katharine Hepburn. So in case you too had that experience, maybe you will identify with this song, which is a song about how I wish I not only looked like Katharine Hepburn, but also spoke like her and was as graceful as her. So this is called the Katharine Hepburn Waltz. Katharine Hepburn, I wish I could learn how you managed to take a man by the hand, hold him close to your side, and still speak your mind in vowels so aristocratic and grand. And tell me, Joe March, did you think yourself harsh when you said no? I can't go be a wife, I'll just write about dances and late night romances, but more importantly, piracy, shipwrecks, and strife. If I'm crazy for him, am I losing my steel? If I'm not, could it mean I forgot how to feel without thinking I'm shrinking away from the call of a girl who stands tall but still knows how to fall? Mary Poppins, did you think of stopping for Bert between spoonfuls of sugar, carpet bag spells? And were you surprised by the way that it hurt to lift your umbrella and bid him farewell? If I'm crazy for him, am I losing my steel? If I'm not, could it mean I forgot how to feel without thinking I'm shrinking away from the call of a girl who stands tall but still knows how to fall? As Penelope, you wove Odysseus home. Did you sigh and say someday I too want to roam? Or when he returned, did you feel your heart burn and say now he's come back and I have come home? If I'm crazy for him, am I losing my steam? If I'm not, could it mean I forgot how to feel without thinking I'm shrinking away from the call of a girl who stands tall but still knows how to fall? Oh, I'm thinking I'm shrinking away from the call of a girl who stands tall but still knows how to fall. Thanks. This is Rich Higdon joining me on the upright bass.
What a great looking audience. This is great.
We can't see you at all. This is so exciting for us to be able to be involved in this cool event and to have to only drive about 7 minutes to do it. And so this is really exciting, and one of the nights when playing music is a real joy. But folk music is not always the most lucrative of fields, and when that happens, then I go to work where the real money is, which is, of course, in the theater. So this next song comes out of working in the theater, in which I have done such glamorous jobs as digging ruts for electric cables and getting mice out of benches. So this is in honor of all the glamour that job entails, and this comes from that lens. This is called Kathleen. She comes driving in the springtime, up from somewhere by Racine, with Copenhagen in her pocket, a quilt of patches on her jeans. And we all stop to watch her as she starts to set the scene. We all feel our walls crumble and fall every time we see Kathleen. We say, hammer me a nail, Kathleen. I think you could hold me together. Won't you build me a fence, Kathleen, so I know where I belong? Your hair is burning like a fire, Kathleen. You could light these dying embers if you paint me the sky, Kathleen, before the summer sun is gone. She takes the houses out of hiding. She nails the trees into the ground. She hems our dresses and our heartache. She makes us feel like we've been found. And if we could write the story, if we lived within our dream, well, we'd take her to town, we'd dance the night down, we would crown her as our queen. Say, hammer me a nail, Kathleen. I think you could hold me together. Won't you build me a fence, Kathleen? Kathleen. So I know where I belong. Your hair is burning like a fire, Kathleen. You could light these dying embers if you paint me the sky, Kathleen, before the summer sun is gone. And if she feels alone, well, who could ever know? Who could ever touch Kathleen? Well, she met him in the summer on the shortest of the nights, walking tall along the high wire. She was hanging up the lights. He started singing in the darkness, just a hoping for to please. He opened his mouth and diamonds fell out. It nearly brought her to her knees. Said, I'll hammer you a nail, Kathleen. I will try to hold us together, and I'll build you a fence, Kathleen, so we'll know where we belong. Your hair is burning like a fire, Kathleen. I could watch it shine forever. Let me paint you the sky, Kathleen, before the summer sun is gone. Thanks. Well, Rich and I are going to do one more song, and we have stuff for sale out in the lobby, as does everybody, really. So we'll see you out there. And did you know that tons of restaurants are opening right now? It's nice of you all to be here and not just gobbling up all the food. Like the Cookery's open for the first day today. Good Eggs is open tomorrow morning, you guys. Tomorrow morning. This is so exciting. So this is a song about those restaurants and many others. What? What else? Another one. Another restaurant. Just go to any old restaurant and it'll be thrilling. We got goats up on the rooftop. We got whitefish in the bay. We've got spotted cows to fill our cup at the end of every day. A white gull roosts at the end of Main Street, just a block from summertime. Autumn days that flow like water, winter nights that glow like wine. Well, we've got singing by the fireside. We've got dancing in the barns. Sometimes the northern lights go rolling like a sky-high ball of yarn. Some folks pray for rain on Monday. Some just take it as it comes, straight from the mighty hand of God to the top of his thumb. So I say keep the door wide open. I say welcome, come inside. I don't want to be unfriendly. I'm not trying to be unkind. I say some things still are sacred. Please don't try to chain me in. I'll break my bread at hometown tables in the company of friends. Well, my grandma rests up on the hillside. I'll be with her by and by. But for right now she's just dreaming, and And I think she's wondering why we'd give up all this gold for just some flashing in the pan. Why we trade this milk and honey for a supper from a can. I say keep the door wide open. I say welcome, come inside. I don't want to be unfriendly, I'm not trying to be unkind. I say some things still are sacred. Please don't try to chain me, and I'll break my bread at hometown tables in the company of friends. And I know we are not the center, and I know this is not the end. And I know winds are always changing. Yeah, I know strong trees have some bend. Well, there are wars across the ocean. There is terror in the sky. Folks are building up their fences. There are bigger fish to fry. But this is the home I've searched for, and I will not be misled. Sometimes the place that matters most is where we choose to break our bread. Sing along if you know it. I say keep the door wide open. I say welcome, come inside. I don't want to be unfriendly, I'm not trying to be unkind. I say some things still are sacred. If you try to chain me, and I'll break my bread at hometown tables in the company of friends. I'll break my bread at hometown tables in the company of friends.
Thanks very much.
Thank you much, Katie Dahl. Welcome back to Blue Canvas Orchestra, and here's Michael Perry.
So we're going to do one song here before we go to halftime. And that's what I call it. And the Blue Canvas Orchestra, as I said, is consented to play along with me. This is a song that I wrote. It's an abstract existentialist cowboy song. And it starts with Andy. Water boys and medicine bow. Daddy told me not to go. Carbon County 402, reservation blues. Posers, pimps, and prostitutes. 2020 in a nudie suit. White boy loves his olive girl. Word a girl. Could be me, could be you. Could be me, could be you. Could be me, could be you. It could be you. Devil's teeth and turpentine. Revelations over time. Walk all night and I made the line. I'm way behind. June bug dying on the screen. Evidence of things unseen. Drop your money in the jar if you get that far. Could be me, could be you. Could be me, could be you.
Could be me, could be you. It could be you. Searching for a higher plane. Settle in and spread the blame. Got to check and sign your name. It's all the same. In Chautauqua flats, dry bones where the dreamers sat. Jesus in a cowboy hat, I ain't buying that. Could be me, could be you. Could be me, could be you. Could be me, could be you. It could be you. Could be me, could be you. Could be me, could be you. Could be me, could be you. It could be you. Michael Perry. Thank you very much, folks. Thank you, Blue Canvas Orchestra.
You are listening to Tent Show Radio.
Welcome back to Tent Show Radio, folks. From the backstage dressing room with the one lonely little light bulb burning. The weekend we recorded the live portion of this show, we were in that uneasy place between a long, hard winter and the first moment when we dare hope for spring. Our show schedule took us from the top of the state to the bottom, on a route resembling a poorly drawn triangle, with a sidetrack trip up the Unicorn Horn of Door County. Much of this extended commute was conducted in cold gray weather, interspersed with bouts of cold gray rain. Excepting the evergreens, and even many of these appeared freezer-burned by the winter just past, the Earth's natural palette was limited to a narrow range of washed-out tans and anemic browns, with only the faintest wash of green here and there to imply more verdant days ahead. When it comes to windshield-based tourism, only an obtuse crank would question why civic boosters tend to focus on autumn's glorious transformations by promoting fall color tours. But if I was in charge, and there are measures in place to prevent that, mainly the perceptive voting public, I might focus more attention on this dead seasonal segment wedged between barren white winter and jungly green summer. Nothing to see during that stretch, you say? I submit there is even more to see. The earth is naked. Nothing is hidden. In fact, following on the spirit of the Fall Color Tour, I would designate this the Frank Assessment Tour, the tour where you really see what's out there. Along the roadways, the ditch grasses are pressed flat, so you can easily spot the thawed roadkill, the off-cast plastics, the odd bits of styrofoam, the errant hubcaps, the beer cans, and the shredded tire peelings truckers refer to as gators. Shopping bags snagged in the sumac, rotten lumber piles and backyard briars, that rusty rototiller behind the yard barn, everything is right out in the open. Entropy itself is on display. The old shed tilting another 3 degrees, the barn with the bowed roof that finally gave in under record snows and fell flat, the abandoned hay rake with its steel wheels a 1/4 inch deeper into the topsoil. Over winter these things are draped in snow, the sharp lines softened. In summer they're cloaked in shade and wild cucumber. In this, the week or so of pre-awakening, they sit stranded right out in the open. That is not to say this is a time without beauty. I especially enjoy the chance to peek between the antler-bare trees and read the true lay of the land, the rise and fall of it, to review contours and landforms only visible in this, the brief season of abeyance between snowmelt and leaf sprout. This is also the season of rediscovery, of the busted snow shovel, the flattened chicken feed bags, the leaves you never raked last fall, now pressed against the earth like a baked potato skin, the mouse you took from the trap and flung into the yard that night last January when it was 20 below. When I lost a brand new steel shoe off my snowplow while clearing this winter's first big blizzard, I knew my only chance of recovering it lay in this narrow window of time, and indeed, last week I retraced my route on foot until I found the part on the freshly bared ground, the price tag still in place. I felt like I'd won $34 in the lottery. Soon, the revivifying sun will turn loose summer. The green things will rise up and take over. While passing through the city of Appleton, I spotted a cluster of pale purple flowers in a yard. It was as visually surprising as if someone had scattered the ground with pastel candies. The blooms looked so colorfully alive, but still, perhaps with an eye toward the last grainy slush crystals over there along the back of the garage, they stayed tight to the ground, not willing to stick their necks out too far. You know what'll warm you up no matter the weather? The Blue Canvas Orchestra. They're all revved up and ready to go, right this minute. Hey, yous guys. Let her rip.
Up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river. Once upon this shallow shifting waterway, in the clang, bang, and racket of a time long gone, in the flush old rushing northern steamboat days, the St. Croix was the main traveled road, though nothing will ever compare with the Mississippi parade. Once it was payday in the St. Croix trade, all the way up to St. Croix Falls, all the way down to the Prescott Levee. Up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river. Running the St. Croix trade. Up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river. Up and down the river in the dreamboat, steamboat heyday.
Now she's laying at the Stillwater levee. Apply for freighter passage on shore. Keep this ticket inside a table and return to the gangway. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am, you can now step on board. Excursion bound for Redway, cabin passage to Dubuque. Are you down for the day to St. Paul? Flags are flying, hands are playing, jazz saps on the mark. Paddle wheel kicking up her heels and Lake St. Croix.
Up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river. Running the St. Croix trade. Up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river. Up and down the river in the dreamboat, steamboat heydays. When the ice goes out in April, look down river. Any hour now you'll hear that whistle blow and blast. These run past the catfish bar at halftime. She's crossing now and doing here at noon. She's just a big barge with a house and a wedding cake on top, they say. 3 trips down, you're hooked forever. You'll never stop pining for the feel of the wheel. What comes up must come down. Stop at every river town. Way back when along the old St. Croix. Up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river. Running the St. Croix train. Up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river. Up and down the river in the dreamboat, steamboat heyday. Up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river. Running the St. Croix train. Up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river. Up and down the river in the dreamboat, steamboat heydays.
All the steamboats, men and days are history. All gone down river to the mystery below. 2 boats you should know about the St. Croix, both built in the Osceola boat yards. The little packet GB Knapp ran here for 20 years. The old man himself, his soul turning in the gears. 2 longs, 3 shorts of the whistle. It's an elegant coming in to carry.
When I die, don't take me to heaven on a steamboat. I hear there's no snags or sandbars up there. I'd rather go full steam towards Hell's Landing, just to see if we could get there on time. Let the devil take a ride on a steamboat. Well, he'll sweeten up with his finger on the wheel. When the red haws on the islands hang over the river in the fall, and the moon lays its silver on the shores. Up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river. Running the St. Croix train. Up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river, up and down the river. Up and down the river in the dreamboat, steamboat heyday. Up and down the river in the dreamboat, steamboat heydays. The Pacific, over the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah, now this side of the Great Divide, short grass was black with the backs of the buffalo.
Green room to run, green room to run.
Some say 60 million ran in the middle country, with gangs of wolves and coyotes following the bulls.
Yo, yo, ho, buffalo. My name is Yo, ho, buffalo.
Now the buffalo chews its cud, wallows in the mud, rubs its winter coat off on the willows.
Into the western wind up the Missouri.
Yeah, in the running season we heard the herds miles away, thundering towards the river.
Big money and clean yellow soul.
Yeah, in the book of the Sioux it is written, they have gone in the earth too high. Nothing can bring them out again but the people that say, yo ho buffalo. My name is Yo ho buffalo. Now the USA is just like the buffalo, got a fence around the old home and wandering ground.
So little green, green room to run.
Yeah, and all the green new children, they want to run out west wild to all
next song is from a show called 30th Star, which was our Wisconsin Sesquicentennial show. All the images are from postcards that are part of the Wisconsin Historical Society collection, except for this first one, which was found in an antique store, and it inspired this next song entitled Postcard from Wisconsin. Hi, folks, arrived in Kenosha, Wisconsin today. Found a nice beach on Lake Michigan, so we'll stay a while. We may leave Sunday, drive up through Racine, then on to Milwaukee, keep close to the shore. Go to Lake Geneva, we heard somebody say, on the steam launch Majestic, we took an afternoon. Hate to leave here with so much little to do, but friends on Lake Winnebago will take us sailing. All the way up we crossed the Fox River en route to Wisconsin's thumb. All morning we strolled the lovers' retreat along the Fox at Appleton. Door County it was made for the pleasures of a summer day. Have you ever seen the moonlight on Ellison Bay? On Wisconsin waters, on Wisconsin waters, on Wisconsin waters, roll and float my soul, roll and float my soul. On Wisconsin waters, on Wisconsin waters, on Wisconsin waters, roll, roll and float my soul, roll and float my soul. Way up north to the great woods we have our same cabin, everything's fine. Wake up to the lake out the window, through the green wind of pine. We love all the little back roads and the resorts all tucked away, where you can float a little time alone on your own private bay. I guess we better head home, but we'll take our Wisconsin time, visit the valley of the St. Croix, follow the blue Mississippi line, cut over to the Dells. Mr. Bennett took our photograph. We'll show you all the Kodaks we took when we get back. On Wisconsin waters. On Wisconsin waters. On Wisconsin waters. Roll, roll and float my soul. Roll and float my soul.
Jack Gunderson. Here's a song from a show, Keeper of the Light. Why don't you join me out on Outer Island, 1874. There's enough darkness in a man. My God, out here it stands up in your bones and rolls your soul like a stone in the wash. On the banks of Outer Island, on the shores of Outer Island, and I turn to watch her burn. Must give yourself an hour before the day sunset. Carry the lucerne up to light the mainland. Climb the winding stairs up the circle of the tower. Raise the wick, adjust the vents for the wind to feed the fire. You need a clear white flame that does not smoke, that keeps the chimneys and lantern glass clean. Oh, wind that clock carefully, don't let it break. Throw light to the water world out over the open lake and let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Land spin my light, oh shine. Shine, shine, shine. One long beacon beam traveling through the night, oh shine. I can hear but I can't see. A steamer out on the foam. She salutes me with her whistle. Somebody knows I'm home. She must be popping full speed through these heavy seas. She's passing safely by, and she blows with thanks to me. Oh, sunset to sunrise, keep a good light. First watch to the last in the tunnel of the night. A good light for all wandering sailors to see. My shadow on the tower wall is all my company. And shine, 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 shine. And spend my light, oh shine, 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 shine. One long beacon beam traveling through the night, oh shine. The waves roll out, the fog rolls in. When does this night end and the new morning begin? Oh, fire up that boiler, give that fog signal steam. She's a locomotive engineer, sending out a stream. A day marked in clear weather, catching all the sun. The lakemen passing by know it's our island. We have our own signal, we have our own light, passing every 30 seconds. Third order, fixed white and shine. Shine, shine, shine. Land spread my light, oh shine. Shine, shine, shine. One long beacon beam traveling through the night, oh shine. yourself an hour before the day sunset. Carry the lucerne up to light the main lamp. Climb the winding stairs up the circle of the tower. Raise the wick, adjust the vents for the wind to feed the fire. You need a clear white flame that does not smoke, that keeps the chimneys and the lantern glass clean. Oh, wind that clock carefully, don't let it break. Throw a light to the water world, out over the open lake. Let it shine, 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 shine. Let's spend my light on shine, 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 shine. One long big beam traveling through the night. Oh, shine, shine, shine.
Phil Anich.
From the top of Wisconsin, Tent Show Radio is a production of the nonprofit Lake Superior Big Top Chautauqua, the summer home of Tent Show Radio. Funding support for Tent Show Radio is provided by Travel Wisconsin. Smile a little wider with a Wisconsin getaway. Find mouth-watering dining ideas, must-see attractions, and endless accommodations at travelwisconsin.com or on our app for iPhone and Android. And we're brought to you by the 12th Annual Bayfield in Bloom Celebration. Orchards of apple blossoms and 50,000 daffodils blanketing the Lake Superior landscape. May 16th through June 15th. Visit bayfield.org for details. And we're brought to you by the Bayfield Inn, located on the shoreline of Lake Superior. Proudly hosting Bayfield's visitors for nearly 100 years. Rooftop deck bar and events for all occasions. Online at thebayfieldinn.com. Tune in next time on your radio or online. Station locations, Big Top Summer Show schedule, online ticketing, and touring schedule of the Blue Canvas Orchestra at bigtop.org or by calling 1-888-BIG-10. Or stay in touch with us on Facebook at facebook.com/BigBlue10. Tent Show Radio is produced by Tom Fabchance, Michael Perry, Jamie Hansen, and yours truly, Philip Anich.
Well, folks, that's our show for tonight. Whether you join us in the tent or join us in the air, whether you beam us or stream us, we're as grateful as a guy who finally got some sun. Remember, the Big Top is open all summer long and into autumn and has been for going on 3 decades now. We'd love it if you came up and or over for a show. And if you're traveling by World Wide Web, I'd be grateful if you dropped by to visit me, your grateful Tent Show radio host at sneezingcow.com. Yep, just the way it sounds. I'm going to head on back home now and frolic in the daffodils. No, I'm not. But I'll stand there and smile, which is a Scandinavian frolic. Drive careful. If you can't drive careful, watch out for the other guy. We'll see you next time, and remember, where I come from and here at Tent Show Radio, nobody ever says goodbye. They just say, well, I suppose.